Glad to have you with us from Stillwater, Oklahoma, Boone Pickens Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the West Virginia Mountaineers and the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, the Mountaineers head coach told me pregame they are so excited about how they've been able to prove everybody wrong. What they accomplished last week has pushed them into the conversation, and now they've got to prove that they can be even better. He said, I felt like that was our most complete game of the season, but we've got more to give. We'll see how they get off to a quick start today to prove that to the nation. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And he'll bring it back. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. So West Virginia's offense will take the field first. And we get a look at Usman Kroma. Big day in his last game. Over 150 yards on the ground and a score.
And he has been as advertised. You're talking about him being a star coming into the season, and through the first part of the season, he's toting the mail. He's doing it all for this squad. Last week you saw him put up big numbers. It starts and ends handing the ball to the running back, setting the tone, Jesse, for this offense.
He looks bigger and faster to me, and I wasn't sure he could be that after how good he was a season ago. But this guy spent a lot of time in the gym and out running in the offseason. And the incredible part is he's putting so much production out every single game when the defense knows he's getting the ball each and every play. It still doesn't matter. At this point, nobody can stop him.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Trying to make magic with his feet. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. They'll give it to him again. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12. And
it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And then that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the team.
Hits inside, it's Valentine. He's got enough. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action on first down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
And the Cowboys now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Moving the pocket, it's Ryan. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Taken down.
That's the one danger defensively when you want to play zone coverage, because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offense and quarterback find one, they could hurt you. And you saw it right.
Throws toward the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Cowboys will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. They put it on the ground last time they had it. Got to take care of it this time, David.
And I think you've got to put in context. A lot of times fumbles are just luck. You just got to move on, give him the football again, Jesse, and not worry about it.
I think that's a good point there, David. Get him the ball again to help him play the next play and know that he's okay. Because when that guy's playing well, this offense is on fire.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Fresh set of downs going up top. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Under pressure. Still running at the 40. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Buying a little time to his left. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. After the run, now to throw. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive.
Lots of running room. Past the 10. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Once he got some room, it was over.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a thrilling 50-yard run for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Samuel. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And I don't know if he made the right decision there or not. You could tell he could have given the football to the running back, but he chose to keep it, and it just got strung out down the right side and nowhere to go. I tell you what, better defense than bad decision-making by that quarterback.
And after the loss on that last one, an all-important 2nd down play from the 12. Gets the back moving. Moves the pocket. It's Ryan. Lets it fly. And he almost had a pick.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
There he goes. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. And the Cowboys in the hurry-up.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Throws it back. It's incomplete. Tried a little razzle-dazzle there, but it'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down. Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
They get him out of bounds, but a chunk play to wrap up the first quarter, and this offense will carry momentum into the second. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. He'll pull it down and run. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. Straight ahead, it's Jones. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Run in the red zone, it's Jones. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. And the Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Powers inside. Defense comes up with a huge stop and maybe forcing them into a field goal attempt.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
And I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
Using his feet. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
4th and inches, just trusting your offensive line. They're able to get just enough movement at the point of attack to keep this drive going.
The Mountaineers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Deep in the end zone, it's Samuel. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. From the gun, it's Valentine. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. looking for a man. It's Ryan. Throws to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Thornton. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Now on the counter. Slipping, sliding, dancing his way down to the 32. The Cowboys come to the line in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It'll be a draw. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Offense lining up quickly. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Out wide right, it's Keith. Touchdown, Cowboys! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it out. It's Jones. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Rush right in his face. Breaks into the open. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's 1st down again. He'll pull it down. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To the air, it's Hawkins. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
And that's a better job by this defense. That's exactly what they've got to start doing more. He's had a lot of success on the ground. It's apparent. He will take off and move. So how do we keep him in the pocket? Get him behind the line of scrimmage, fluster him a little bit, and don't let him use those wheels.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Trying to escape and get it himself. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And the Mountaineers will have it 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it cost the defense a 1st down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And when you get closer to this area near the red zone and closer inside the 5 like you are here, it's tough to throw certain routes, right? Like, you need to throw those slants. You need to throw those fades. Get the ball out of the...
Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead, and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They put together an 81-yard drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He'll bring it out. It's Samuel. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's kick things off with Jacksonville State taking on the number 7 team, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And it's the Gamecocks coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course, so how they handle things from here will define this program. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten. Now back to your game in Stillwater. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. And with that, let's head back to the home of the Pokes and Boone Pickens Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Mountaineers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We check in with Holly Rowe.
I did check in with the West Virginia head coach coming out of the locker room. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
And the Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quick give. It's Valentine. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line. The Cowboys moving quickly to the line. The play fake. Still looking. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. And the Cowboys decide to punt it away. He's going to have to strike this ball well in the face of this howling wind. Looking for room. He'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Guys, I'm here on the Mountaineers sideline. There is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered. Just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Guys?
Holly, thank you. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is
flying down the left side. at the touchdown, Mountaineers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And you gotta love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead, you take the ball right away here in the second half, you drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
He'll try to tack on one more. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Running inside, it's Valentine. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Ryan. Complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. Grabbed over the middle. It's Key. Turning it on! And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down. The Cowboys can really attack on this 2nd and short. Pulls it on the option. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He's going to run it. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Cowboys pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Right side, it's Valentine. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. The Cowboys go back to work after moving the chains through the air. The fake wants to throw. Got a wide open receiver. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
Here in the second half of this game, you're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. If they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. On the return, it's Lane. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. Michael Hawkins. Got it behind the line. It's Hamilton. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. To throw, it's Hawkins. He's going to take off. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Oh, he's got some space. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Mountaineers getting set on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. They're all over it. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down. The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Going to try to get it himself. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Thompson. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. If you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Hawkins. Got it. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field.
Offside, defense.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
35, Oklahoma State, 14.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Guys, here on the Cowboys sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment. They've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Hands it off on the counter. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Trying to squeak through the... And that ball is live in the backfield. Defense picks it up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
West Virginia starts this drive, and the offense looks ready to go. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially. But
headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, West Virginia. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Man, I'm a good play caller when I got a guy like this at the quarterback spot. Like, he's so adept at seeing where the space is, finding it, breaking through it. And Palmer, this isn't the first time he's made a play today.
No, you're right, David. And it's got to be frustrating for the defense because they knew with his running ability he was going to get his touches, and they knew they had to be able to slow him down from running the football, but they haven't been able to do that. When you've got speed like this guy has, and you can throw it the way he does, he just causes so many problems for you as a defensive coordinator. This guy is going to be a problem for any defense that faces him this season.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. From deep, it's Samuel. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
On the ground with the counter. Stopped right there.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Drops back, it's Ryan. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And the Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch at the 35. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
Wants to go up top on second down. He'll try to do it himself. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw one first. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
Man, this quarterback is just so dangerous. You saw in the last play what he can do to hurt a defense. That's why in passing situations, it is so important to build a fence around him and get him on the ground. Nice job there by the defense.
Throwing, Williams. Left side, it's Bush. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop it.
They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. And the Mountaineers with the 1st and 10. Williams will pass. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.